and this is Delia, and I'm reading The Struggle of the Vampire Diaries. I am on chapter 14, part 1. Bonnie shivered as she waited outside the tall Victorian house. The air was frosty this morning, and although it was almost 8 o'clock, the sun had never really come up. The sky was just one dense, massed bank of gray and white clouds, creating an eerie twilight below. She had begun to stamp her feet and rub her hands together when the Forbes' door opened. Bonnie moved back a little behind the shrubbery that was her hiding place and watched the family walk to their car. Mrs. Forbes was carrying nothing but a camera. Mrs. Forbes had a purse and a folding seat. Daniel Forbes, Caroline's younger brother, had another seat, and Caroline. Bonnie leaned forward, her breath hissing out in satisfaction. Caroline was dressed in jeans and a heavy sweater, and she was carrying some sort of white drawstring purse. Not big, but big enough to hold a small diary. Warmed by triumph, Bonnie waited behind the bush until the car drove away. Then she started for the corner of Thrush Street and Hawthorne Drive. There she is, Aunt Judith, on the corner. The car slowed to a halt, and Bonnie slid into the back seat with Elena. "She's got a white drawstring purse," she murmured into Elena's ear, as Aunt Judith pulled out again. Tingling excitement swept over Elena, and she squeezed Bonnie's hand. "Good," she breathed. "Now we'll see if she brings it to Miss Grimsey's. If not, you tell Meredith it's in the car." Bonnie nodded agreement and squeezed Elena's hand back. They arrived at Mrs. Grimsey's just in time to see Caroline going inside with a white bag hanging from her arm. Bonnie and Elena exchanged a look. Now it was up to Elena to see where Caroline left it in the house. "I'll get out here too, Miss Gilbert," said Bonnie, as Elena jumped out of the car. She would wait outside with Meredith until Elena could tell them where the bag was. The important thing was not to let Caroline suspect anything unusual. And that is the first part of 14. And I'll continue.